Hello and welcome to this week's edition of ECTV. I'm Connor Watson, joined today by the first-time room advisor Ellie Baquette, Jake, the radical firecracking snake Lambert, Jara, Jayonce Bray representing the Beehive, and last but not least, our resident critic Spencer Damphouse. Do you want to know what's standing out in the blue buzz? We're about to discuss that on Endicott College's The View.
All right, so first off, we're going to start off talking about speeches and speakers here at Endicott. So for those of you who don't know, class of 2020, you have a mandatory meeting at 6 p.m. tonight, and class of 2019 and 2018 at 7 p.m. tonight. Have you ever been to a speaker?
I have not. Isn't it a team meeting? Or
I think
meeting?
it's grades, yeah.
No.
I know in the beginning of the year they do mandatory speakers and then kind of discuss the rules and regulations again. And then throughout the year, I know last year we had to do a couple mandatory ones. There was about 8, I think, a semester you could choose from, and you only had to go to a couple.
I have never been to a single, like, the grade level meetings. I don't think you have to go, and you can just ask a friend, and they will tell you what happened.
Yeah, what's like the purpose of that? Like, what are you getting at?
Or a floor level meeting. I haven't been to one of those either.
All right.
Because those are dumb.
For your door.
Well, as a residence assistant,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
appreciate you going to the next
Oh,
one.
right.
please.
Oh, guys, watch out. At least the residents.
Yeah, you really don't want any conflicts from your dorm mates over stuff.
That is
Exactly.
true.
That's
That
right.
is
They
true.
mention a lot of important things there.
On our roommate agreement, we decided that we would settle conflicts physically.
Makes
I
sense,
don't know
yeah.
if that's a good
What are your thoughts on that, Connor?
Well, Dr. Wiley isn't going to be happy to hear that. Or he wouldn't be happy to hear that.
That is true. You wouldn't like that one bit. But I think we ended up,
I barely
it's either
know-
physical or FIFA are the ways we settle our conflicts.
I had some guys put on their roommate agreement that they'd settle things over ping pong.
That's basically rewording my
Bold way
joke.
to do
Yeah,
things.
but
Thank you.
in a serious
blood
matter,
there.
they actually did that. Spencer, did you go to any speakers last year?
That I did. I went to the former governor of New Hampshire, actually,
Okay.
my home state, and he talked about stuff about the election and Sir Donald Trump. Yeah?
I went
Sir
to-
Donald Trump. He's a knight now.
Yeah, exactly. Knighted a
Things change.
couple months ago, actually.
I went to something that was mandatory for one of my math classes, which didn't really make any sense. There was a guy who was trying to sell protein bars that were made out of crickets.
Oh, I actually think I
And
heard
we got
about
to
that.
try
I don't know how
them.
I
and
feel about that.
Were they good?
it didn't taste, I mean, just the thought was in my mind, so it was really weird. It didn't taste bad, it just, I wouldn't be able to
Wait,
get
so
through
it's
a
just
whole
like a
bar.
bar. It wasn't like a whole bunch, just like.
No, it's not like bugs
No.
crunched together. It's not
No.
like
They
when
are?
you're eating like
That sounds
steak, you're
Yeah.
not seeing
No,
like
it's
the
just
cow's
powder.
fur
Yeah.
or the like black spots on it. They make it look less like the.
So what did people say those cricket bars tasted like?
I tried one, actually. It was, I don't know, it was
Tasted like
very
crickets?
plain.
Waiting for
No,
it?
it was very plain. It didn't have a flavor. There was like a chocolate mix kind
Banana
of in it.
chocolate cricket.
Yeah, but it was just cricket powder. It wasn't like the actual cricket you're
Oh.
like chewing on. It was just
Oh,
the
at that
crickets
point
all.
you're like breaking it down to like
Yeah.
proteins and stuff like
Exactly,
that, and you're
that's
just
what
eating
it's supposed
protein.
to be. So it's getting rid of crickets on the planet, I guess.
Oh, we talked nothing about our topic, but that's okay. My topic will be making friends as a freshman, because we all have different stories, and I think everybody becomes friends with different people. And for me, I played soccer for 2 years, and so my friends were my teammates, and those were my roommates. I'm kind of just curious about how other people made friends and who's their friend group now, and how is that going? Because I know Jayonce is a senior in high school, or
No,
freshman.
I'm definitely a freshman. I know it's kind of difficult because everyone's still trying to like get into the groove of school. I mean, I have a pretty core group of friends of right now, just because we met the first couple days of school. So,
Did you have classes with them? How'd you meet them? Was it orientation or?
well, so for like my roommates, I requested my roommates, so like I knew them before, and we met people through like Facebook or
Yeah, now
like
social
group-
media, you get to like
group
actually,
messages, yeah.
you can figure out a lot about them.
yeah,
I have
which
a
is so
kid-
much easier.
I have a kid who I still say hi to on campus, and I think at orientation, we just had a tour together, and now we always just say, hey, he's like, hey. And we still do that. No other words have been
Everyone's
exchanged.
got that one.
Yeah.
And it's like a not a bad guy, but I don't know anything about him.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you know his name?
No, he's tall, and he's on the volleyball team.
Descriptive. Okay.
Good guy.
Oh.
Best friend I ever had.
Yeah. Unspoken bond right there. Yeah.
I met a
Eli?
good group of my friends at one of Doc's barbecues, the third night of school, which there's one tomorrow night, I believe, probably around 9 p.m. We happened to go inside and we're talking to Doc, and they came in and just shook our hands, and we went back to the room and hung out with them for a little bit, and ever since then we've been very friendly. And my best group of friends, I guess, we started hanging out second semester, and then even still making friends this year, so it's great.
You're still making friends.
Yeah,
Are you
all the
sure?
time.
She
I
knows
am.
everybody.
I'm an RA. I have to talk to everybody. I
That
wouldn't.
is very true.
Does being an RA limit your amount of people you can be friends with? Because I'm not friends
No.
with any RAs.
No, it
That
doesn't.
might just be.
You're friends with me.
So you're friends with All right, there you go. There you go.
I can answer that on a recording.
Okay.
But Connor, how's I know you're a transfer. How's
Well, as a transfer student, it's kind of hard to bring in because almost every group's been established. But I've been finding solidarity at this point in the chorus.
And we're buddies now. Because of this class. I meet a lot of good friends in classes.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's going to be a Meet a Muslim event in the auditorium. What I can say about this is we certainly need this because much of the student body has been at best sheltered or worst, deceived about Muslim life. And you can thank that misinformation for every turn for that mess. Because there's been so much of this happening, we know next to nothing about what's going on in the world, outside what the media has been selectively telling us.
I think that's actually a great thing. I took a world religions class, and it's just even interesting to learn about other religions, and you also learn about how similar they all are.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just, before you form an opinion or anything, it's nice to know a lot more information about what you're ready to decide, like how you care about it.
And I think like that's important now because of all the topics and stuff that's been happening in the world regarding political or.
Yeah, sure. Like you want to be
Cultural.
like, it's coming up in a lot of current events and stuff like that, and you want to be informed, and you don't want to form an opinion with the wrong information. So
Right.
learning about this stuff, and
Yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
different culture.
And this whole meet a Muslim thing definitely works well to America's melting pot reputation.
Very true.
Yeah, like what Jake was saying, it's good to know where that information comes from, because it's like, if you don't make all these assumptions, that just leads to the wrong kind of opinions of people. And you want to make them feel like, in this community especially, like welcome.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
agree.
Last semester, I took a world politics class just for a general education course and ended up loving it a lot more than I thought I was going to. And you got to see so much about other countries and hear about it. My professor was never opinionated about a specific thing. She would just give an overview of everything, which was really great to have a full understanding
Yeah.
of most of them.
Yeah.
And coming from Maine, we out of New England get the most Muslims, so I've been learning stuff here and there about that.
Are they coming? Are they?
A lot of them are refugees, but we treat them the same way we do normal citizens.
As everyone knows, we're a very sports-oriented school. On Saturdays, really busy day. We have our second home football game. We have a tennis match, field hockey game, a volleyball game, boys and girls soccer, all on Saturday.
Is
And
it, is it all against? I know men's soccer is playing Western New England. Are they all playing?
I can't tell you that, which I should have known, but
That's
I'm sorry.
fine.
And who do you think is going to be the MVP this season
For
on that
what?
team?
For what?
Men's soccer.
Yeah. Who do you think?
Well, I actually filmed the soccer game last night. I don't know. I think they all have some pretty
Any
good-
names?
I don't know all of their names.
You said you quit the soccer team, so
Yeah, so you know.
who
You know.
Camera, zoom in on this face. We're about to get a story. No, I'm just kidding. I think Evan Couchot's playing very well. He just
Yeah.
broke his collarbone, though, which is unfortunate. I think he has the most goals on the team by a lot. And his brother just had a beautiful assist last night.
Yeah.
Long ball, got a nice header goal. And Evan actually scored the one before. Those two kids, the Couchot brothers, are unbelievable.
Yeah.
That
I
was
know
nice.
Jamie Becker as a freshman played a lot.
Yeah,
played pretty decent last
Freshmen
night.
are getting a lot of time, which is great,
Yeah.
actually, because you got to do that as a coach, see how they handle and they can find their place on the team.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
development purposes especially.
Yeah,
Like you just said, fitting in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to get some minutes.
I think the school spirit.
Yeah,
if you
definitely.
wanna talk
Yeah.
about
I know for like my high school for senior year, me and my friends tried to bring back the student section because it kind of disappeared. So football games, we'd all get dressed up, and my friend had like a drum that we'd play and just bringing it back.
Did it work?
It did. It was
Yeah.
pretty intense.
So like, was your school big with sports, or were you just
Um,
like decent in some areas, poor in a lot of others? Because I got stories about that.
We were pretty. We were definitely about sports, but I wouldn't say that we were like the
Top
best.
of the division?
Yeah, basketball was definitely our main sport, though.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
our main sport up at Timberlane Regional High School, that was wrestling, and we were dominant in that. And then in the other department, at the opposite extreme of that, we had basketball, 4-year losing streak. Almost made it on ESPN and everything. Turns out they won a game, and we were all mad at them because they didn't show up on ESPN.
I wasn't into athletics at Scarborough High School, but we were in damn near every upper division for pretty much every sport.
Yeah, Scarborough's very good.
Yeah.
Definitely for sure.
My high school only participated in either playing sports or going to sports games, so it's important to me to come to a school that students had school spirit in other activities.
Yeah, I
because I
agree
know
with
that on Blue Buzz, when activities go out, everyone participates in something on there, and it's so
Yeah.
awesome because we tried to get Spirit Week to become a thing and all these things happening at school, and nobody participated.
Yeah.
I mean, the games were fun because football games, they were all themed. We had camo, red, white, and blue, everything. And we threw baby powder up and everything, but
I
here,
definitely miss Spirit Weeks.
yeah.
Their usual trips to Bruins, Celtics, Red Sox games as a part of Blue Buzz, and you can get tickets for pretty cheap. Celtics game, October 18th against Milwaukee. Sounds like it's going to be a good time. $20 for tickets if they're still available. I mean, they might have even sold
Yeah.
out because they're so
Yeah.
cheap. And then the day after, there's a Bruins game on October 19th versus the Vancouver Canucks. So I'm trying to go back to back, take advantage of those deals, and it's going to be a great
Do
time.
they provide transportation, or is
Yeah.
it like?
Yeah.
And it's included
Post
in
Center.
the price.
You meet at the Post Center at 5 p.m. Both games, and they'll take you right into Boston, right at the
Wow.
Garden.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
Last
How long,
night-
how long a drive is that?
It's not really that bad.
hour? It's
Traffic,
about- yeah.
maybe like an hour 15 minutes, but
It was
still,
a little
I mean,
longer last night because
totally
we
worth
had traffic, but I went to the
Yeah.
Red Sox last night, and unfortunately we lost, but it was a great game. We drove in on the bus, they picked us up, we left right at 5 o'clock, and there was about 50 of us, big group of kids.
Was
and
it like a
one
mixed?
chaperone. Yeah, it was
Mixed.
some freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. One of my best friends and I decided to go, and then we knew a big group of people going, so it was awesome.
Yeah.
Fenway Park's always a great
Yeah.
time, especially
How are
on a
the
nice night.
seats?
The seats, they're good. I mean, there's not really a bad seat in Fenway
Right.
Park. So.
unless you're
Very
behind
true.
the pole, but I don't think you were, right?
We weren't.
No,
We were
yeah.
in
I mean,
left field. but-
yeah, it's a great time going with your friends, getting a group of people together, and then getting ready, you know,
Yeah.
going to the game.
Fenway's definitely a
Watching
good
some,
spot.
yeah,
I haven't paid attention to baseball. Are the Sox doing well?
yeah, top of the
They-
division right now.
They are.
Yeah.
I thought they were a little.
Did you guys see about that kid at the baby at the Yankee game?
Yeah,
Or
that's
did we
too
talk
bad.
about that in
I
class?
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTubed it right as we were talking about it. That's
Yeah.
messed up. That's messed up.
Oh, so you did see, yeah.
Wait, what happened?
For a little
Talk
bit of
about it.
context, foul ball hit a toddler about maybe like what 2 years, something like
Yeah.
that, and it just wasn't too good last I
It's
heard.
like the whole team took a knee.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone was
awful.
just broken on the field. It was a bad scene.
yeah.
Wow.
Didn't mean
But
to
yeah.
kill it like that.
Celtics games, October 18th and 19th.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time. Try to get tickets. It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
And they'll have those more spread out as the year goes on. They usually, there's nothing much going in December with holiday and finals and everything like that, and January because we're gone most of that month. But come back February, March for more. No guarantee that it's going to be like a Bruins game on a certain day in February, but you never know.
Probably mostly basketball at that time.
Do they do any? They don't do any Pats games, right? That'd be
No, I don't think
probably
so.
really hard to
Yeah,
get.
Yeah,
it's
that's
difficult.
really expensive.
Maybe one day. Maybe
Okay.
one day. Final thoughts, huh?
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wants to talk about?
No, I think we nailed it. We didn't think we'd do very well, but we made it this far.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Imagine that.
Me and I are first
I had
team.
confidence.
As far as I'm concerned on what students should be concerned about the most, it should be the meet a Muslim more than the sports.
That's probably, yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah.
As far as
So-
I'm concerned, that matters more than some trophy.
That's very true.
That is true. I don't think anybody's going to these sports games with the hopes of getting a personal trophy, but I do think people should make time for the Meet the Muslim, and even if you can't make it, maybe think about taking
Learn
a world
more.
religion class, or but educate
Yeah,
yourself.
absolutely.
Trying to
Doing
get
some more
involved as
research.
much as
Very good point, Connor.
Definitely show some school spirit this weekend and invest your time in some games.
Make friends.
Yeah, be active in the community of the Endicott College goals, baby.
And don't be like Jake. Go to your mandatory meetings. 4 meetings.
That's what this entire segment was. This was just a
Yeah.
reminder to go to your floor meetings. Thank you, Eli. That was super.
You're
Way to kill it.
welcome.
Work your tail off. Make sure you do your best.
And
do good
never
papers.
quit and follow your
Heart.
dreams.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of ECTV. We hope you can come back another time with another edition of The View. But anyway, say goodbye to our first-time RA, Ellie.
Hit it hard.
Jake the Rackle Firecracker Snake Lambert. Yours truly. Jarrett Jayonce Bray with the Beehive. And Mr. Sport Round Trip Spencer Damphouse.